Hey guys, today we have a bit of a makeup conversation to have. And this makeup conversation is going to revolve around products I've hit pan on. And why do we want to talk about it? Because it's incredibly difficult to hit pan on anything, especially if you're a makeup lover and have an extensive collection like myself. It just takes a while, and if you hit pan on something, that means that product is really, really good and you love it. And today we're going to talk about those products for me. I have 4, and I'll explain why they're so good. So number 1 is Guerlain, and it is Lingerie De Peau Teint Poudre Effect Peau Nue. It's like a powder foundation, one of the very few powder foundations that work very well for my dry skin. If you have dry skin, you know that wearing powder foundation is a challenge because your skin is going to look like a powdery, wrinkly mess if you have a powder that is very mattifying, very long-lasting, or has a specific kind of finish, you know. This powder is one of the few that actually looks very good on dry skin if applied correctly. I have a few more that I can talk about later that also are comparably doing well on dry skin, but this is probably my favorite. And this is a Lingerie De Peau. Says a powder with a nude skin effect. And I do agree. I think that claim is fair. This one has SPF 20 PA++, so it has a decent amount of sunblock in it. And if you freshen up your makeup throughout the day you bring it with you, then you're also freshening up the SPF, which is really great. Now, I'll show you how much is gone here. This is how much pan I've hit. The interesting thing about this product is the fact that it's refillable. You can buy the refills of the powder in different shades depending on when, in which season you're going to get the powder. My color here is my winter color. It's 01 beige, pale beige. So I've hit a considerable amount of pan, and that was last winter. So this winter I'll definitely finish it off and probably refill it. This foundation is wonderful. So on touch, it's extremely velvety, extremely touchable, very, very, very soft, and just it glides on the tips of your fingers, but it's not powdery at all. So you see, even when I do that, you don't see any fallout. You just see a bit of powder on my finger. So the foundation is really, really not powdery. It's not going to create any kind of a powdery effect on your skin if you don't over apply. Now it comes with a sponge. I threw mine out. It was here. I don't think that if you have dry skin, you need to, and you're looking for like a light to medium coverage, you should apply with a sponge. I think that'll give you a cake face because it did me. So it may happen to you too. Maybe it'll look fabulous, I'm not sure. With me, I looked like a cake face with it. I apply it with a fairly fluffy brush. Right now I'm using this Bobbi Brown little travel brush. I just swirl it around, and it's extremely easy. It's easy to wear, it's easy to blend. It looks like skin on your skin, which is difficult for a powder foundation to do. It's just wonderful. It doesn't dust around. It holds pretty well in my skin. It creates a very pretty finish. It's not sparkly, but it doesn't give you like a matte face, like a canvas matte face. So this is really like a worthwhile powder to check out if you're looking. If you have dry skin, I can recommend that one. It's very good. Next product is this lovely Chanel piece. This is a Chanel Soleil Teint de Chanel bronzer. It's a cream bronzer, and interestingly, this is a second box for me. In the Guerlain, this is my first refill, so that means I bought a container with a powder, and this is my second one. I refilled it, and I'm going to refill it again this winter. Now about the Chanel bronzer. This is what it looks like. It has the separator, the plastic separator, which is very convenient. Closes this. This has a really nice rosy scent. If you don't like perfume and makeup products, beware. This one has a scent. I've hit a pretty big amount of pan on it. And what can I say about this? Unfortunately, they don't come up with multiple colors. There's only one color, and they say it's universal. It's not universal. It's for fair to light to maybe medium skin, but I think I'd be pushing it with a medium skin. I don't think it'll show up very well. Now, fair to light, yes, this is very, very user friendly. Now, it's a cream bronzer, and at first glance, I'm wearing it today. At first glance, it looks like it's orange, and it is. Which is why you need to apply it in a specific way. I apply it with a I diffuse the color with this dual fiber brush. Now, why do you need to do that? Because it does create this sun-kissed effect, but if you go overboard or try to contour with it, please don't try to contour with it. This is a bad idea. It's not going to turn out well, most likely. This is too orange to contour with. But if you diffuse in the periphery of your face, diffuse the pigment, it looks really quite sun-kissed and not very fake at all. I think it looks reasonably natural. So I would definitely recommend this. It stays pretty well on my cheeks all day without touch-ups, and it wears off in a very nice way. Not in a patchy, crappy way, which leaves you with some kind of vitiligo-looking face. It wears out very decently and evenly, and it's not going to leave you with patches. So this one is a hit for me too. Next, I have an eye base. Now, I'm a big fan of eye bases. I've used up multiple shadow insurances. I've used up one paint pot before, and I have one going right now. Now, this is the same idea as the paint pot. It doesn't hold up as well as a paint pot. So I would say if you have oily lids, go for a paint pot for sure. It'll be better. But this is a Lancome eye base. My color is nude. I think there might only be one color, but I'm not entirely sure. Maybe there's more. Now, I have hit a bit of pan here, right here. This is stick your finger and put it on your eye kind of base. I use it for evening out my eyelids, and it does hold my makeup. I'll show you right now. I've been wearing this for about 15 hours, maybe 16. So I'll show you close up. So yeah, I think it wears well, but I'm wearing a very, very budge-proof shadow. I can talk about that one too. It's really budge-proof to the point where I'm not sure I'm going to keep it because it's a little bit drying on my lids. But if you have oily lids, it would be a gem. Now, this guy is not going to combat oily lids, I think, but it's decent for my dry lids. It works very well. Cannot complain, and it's just there, so I use it. And lastly, another multiple purchase kind of product. This is MAC Single Shadow in Omega. This is a matte, and it's this really boring color that I use for my brows. It sits so well in my brows. It's so easy to apply. The pan is weird shaped just because I have been using it with my angled brush, like a flat angle brush. And this is just really lovely and easy to use. I throw it in my brows. If I'm in a hurry, I'll throw color in my crease and then maybe have a bit of a highlight on my eyelids, and that's it. So it's easy peasy, a little single. I like to keep it in a single pan because it's easy to travel with. It's good to take with you. It's just, this one is such a multi-purpose product, and it's just a good find. This is my second or third pan of it. I'm not really sure, but I definitely recommend you check it out. Especially if your maybe hair color is similar to mine, you could easily use it in your brows. Right now, you know, pomades and brow palettes are all the rage, but for me, it's not necessary to have multiple colors in your brows. For me, it's just the ease of applying a single shadow in the brows is what I'm after. I'm not going to fuss around with them too much. I have things to do. So, you know, this comes out and it does the job perfectly, and I've bought multiple of them, so I'm very happy with the results it gives me. So that's it for today. I'll continue my little saga about my makeup products because I have a lot to talk about and a lot of really good gems to share. Not all of them are popular, not all of them are talked about. Some of them are really, really worthwhile. That's it for today. See you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.